What's going on, YouTube? We're back with Shades of continuing our Let's Play of Katawa Shoujo. Last time we left off, we simply went to find supplies for the festival once again, and we decided to help Rin bring her whatchamacalls, her paint cans. Jesus Christ, I couldn't even think of the word. Her paint cans to her where she is painting her a mural, and we are helping her. And we bumped into the nurse who said yes, we should get some exercise in because guess what? It's good for you. And I know that because I've been exercising a lot recently, and it is better for me because a shirt that was once small on me is a little bigger, and like it feels like a lot of room. Either that or I just stretched it out somehow. But yeah, when I first got this shirt, I'm 90% sure, like, I know you can't see it because I turned off my face cam for this Let's Play, but it feels smaller, and I feel so much more upbeat and peppy recently. It's great. Like, I can't not recommend to get some regular exercise in. And I'm going in tomorrow, because it's like nighttime right now when I'm recording this, and I'm going tomorrow early in the morning. So yeah, if you have been following my exercise vlogs with Beth, well, I've only done one at this point, so whatever. Probably two at this point, based on when I'm uploading this, because I'm not entirely sure. But yes, I am feeling so much more lively, and I'm happy about it, and I'm like, yeah! But yeah, that's great. It's super great, and hopefully that transfers to me reading these lines better. Also, one question that's been on my mind since I've been playing this, should I skip the intro sequence, like not just the intro sequence but everything afterwards until I get to a path, because it's kind of annoying for me, as well as it's not annoying for me, it's like a bad thought in the back of my mind, like maybe this is boring, like is to go through all this again, to be reintroduced to all the characters, like unless I'm bringing a guest into these Let's Plays, which I hope to do later on. I hope to bring a guest later on because I can't do all these voices by myself. And since that's a plan, I'm not sure if, like, for the ones that it's just by myself, that I should skip these intro sequences. Let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure. Know it or not, like, I do cherish every single goddamn comment I get, because, like, it just means feedback. It means, like, someone's pleased with what I'm putting out there. And I know this series doesn't get, like, as much views as I want it to get, but it's getting views, so I know there's people watching it. So it would be great if you left a comment, like, because to me it feels repetitive, but I'm not sure if each quote-unquote season of this I should be going through these intro sequences again. So let me know in the comments. That'd be really, really helpful. So anyway, we leave the main building, and Rin leads us onward toward the dorm. We stop at a smaller patch of greenery in front of the dorm building. The dorm is built on a slightly elevated ground, with a wall and a few trees that everyone has to circle around every time they come or go. It's probably only the inconvenient design in the school. Sorry, I'm super stuttery because I hate having to read someone else's words. Like, it's easier if it's my words, and like this is my second time reading through it. Hopefully that'll stop, because I think my eyes go much faster than my mouth. Yeah. Also, last time I checked my recording, like my voice was super like in front of the mic, and I think it's because when I set up my headset last time, normally my mic is below my mouth. And so that any air that comes out, just skids above it. And I think I put it way too close to my mouth last time. That was my fault. The entire wall, made of the same kind of bricks as the building itself, has been covered with some sort of a painting. Most of it is still mere sketches, quick lines drawn with black and white against the grey plastering that covers almost the entire length of the wall. But some places look a bit more finished. There are human faces and legs and hands. I can't say what the painting as a whole might portray. I missed a word, yeah. Stacks of what seem to be paint cans are arranged in piles on the ground beside the wall. See, the left side is hardly off the ground yet. It's because I couldn't get in the mood yesterday, so I gave up and went to meditate instead. Then it was suddenly morning. That wasn't meditating, you fell asleep. I have to work on it, but the guys from art class are helping with negative spaces and the base surfaces or whatever, which is a problem. It's easier to paint big areas if there are a lot of people with hands. Their reach is better, and it's faster too. She goes on a tangent of a tangent, waving a little with her arm or whatever it is whatever of it there actually is to demonstrate, even though I got the point already. Yeah, I thought that for some reason maybe it's the way she's drawn or how her shirt looks, but I thought like her sleeves like they were just sleeves, like empty sleeves, and her arms cut off at the shoulder, but apparently she has nubs. The white cotton of her shirt flaps around and makes me think it could look sadder than it does. But it makes me feel out of place, like almost every tangible reminder of the student's space's special properties has it in the past few days. Wow, I messed up that sentence like a horrible person. This girl doesn't notice my dreary feelings, of course, or the fact that she lost me a while ago already, and just keeps on blabbering. So that's why I'm trying to figure out if there's something I need to figure out. Then I figured that out before it's too late and all hope is lost. Jesus Christ, girl, like, simpler sentences, please. Why would the hope be lost? Because paint has to be painted, and then it has to dry, and then it has to be painted over with another kind of paint. Hold on, drink of water. It takes time. She finally stops, apparently thinking she made some kind of a statement that makes sense. I think it's best to start from the top. So this is your project? You did this? Yes, yes. All of it? Yes. Nice, but I stumble with my words, suddenly feeling like I've walked straight into a minefield of political incorrectness. Who cares? Like, I'm pretty sure living with a disability, yeah, it sucks. I can't imagine what it's like to be blind, or to not be able to hear, or to have no arms or legs. Like, I can't imagine it because I was born completely and utterly healthy. Like, there was nothing, like, I don't want to say wrong because, well, by nature it's wrong. Like, there was nothing, like, there was no defect. But, or I've been lucky enough, knock on wood, to never be in an accident that causes me to lose limbs. So, I don't know, like, I can't imagine what it's like to not have my hands. Like, if I lost my arms, I wouldn't be able to do this channel anymore. It's hard to think about, but it's, like, it could happen. Like, for all I know, tomorrow I can get in a freak accident, knock on wood, like, that could lose my arms, and, like, I would, like, be utterly devastated because, one, I can't play video games anymore, and, like, that's something that I love. But it's so weird. But in all honesty, back to my original point, these people have been living with their disabilities for so long that I'm pretty sure they're used to, like, people putting feet in their mouth just because, like, oh, how do you draw? You have no arms. Like, I'm pretty sure she's used to that. Like, if she's not at this point, then that's weird. Like, in my opinion, because, like, I have to, like, I'm not saying that it doesn't, like, hurt or sting or, like, hurt your feelings. It's like, say, someone pokes fun at your disability. But I'm saying that you've gotten used to it. I'm saying that, like, they know people are going to have faux pas. So, yeah. It's okay. You can say it. I probably won't get mad. I blush really hard. I don't really know what would be a right thing to say, if any. It feels like I'm way more sensitive than Rin is, though. With Rin, she's a very, very special case, because, like, Rin's just super blunt. She doesn't give a damn about anything, really. So, like, you'd be like, oh, you don't have arms! Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like, you don't have arms. How do you paint? Like, I doubt she would care. Sorry for the pause there. I had to remove a notification from my phone. This is really awkward. I'm sorry for the long tangents, by the way. I'm not sure if, like, you guys enjoy my, like, tangents, but, like, I like talking. If it wasn't obvious enough, like, I like talking, when given the chance. Don't you want to ask? How do you paint without hands? See, I'm an easy person to talk to, right? With my feet. I almost guessed that already, but isn't that hard to do? You're good at guessing. Anyway, I don't think it is. Maybe I'm used to it by now. I'm trying to give her a monotone, but, like, I can't help but lilting my my tone, because, again, like, personally, when I voice that quote-unquote, I try to imagine what she would be saying. And unfortunately, because they say she's monotone, I think she's just like, hey, how's it going? But, like, when she talks, I can't help but be like, if it were me, blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's why I'm not a good voice actor, because I can't imagine the character talking. I can't get my mind around the fact that she could be an artist, but seeing how adept she is at using her feet to eat, I think her painting might not be a problem either. Neither of us has anything more to add to the subject. The afternoon light works pretty well. I was afraid it would look too flat, but it's not like that after all. Jesus Christ, yawning. I think it's actually pretty interesting. I wanted to see what it looks like in dim light. Do you think it's flat? Well, paintings tend to be flat. Not like that flat, you know, flat, like some people are. No substance, no meat, where there should be some. I know a few girls who... Okay, I get it, but I couldn't really tell. I'm not that good with art. I can't name many artist or artistic terms. That probably sounded more rude than I meant it to be. Whoops! So I don't really have anything to say. Rin shrugs her shoulders at that, saying, "Suit yourself," without saying it, and looks up at the sky as if trying to look for something up there. My ear itches. I didn't think I'd get any actual work done, but if you give me a hand with the paints, I could do a little before it's too dark. I wanted to get a halogen lamp like the ones they have at the sports track, but there aren't any. Rin sure is quick to recruit my help, as well as Shizune. It really makes me feel that the festival is such a big project that every pair of hands is needed. Why not? I'm not really sure if I can be of any help, though. It's just mixing some paints. You can do that. Probably. Do you have motor control problems? Like, you know, those people have some? Cerebral palsy, maybe? Not that I know of. I get it. Hard thing has nothing to do with that. She gives me a sly look for no reason. No, it doesn't. Let's do it then. So she sits on an empty wooden box and very naturally picks up a wide brush between the toes of her bare right foot. I open a few of the cans and pour some of the contents into the shallow bowls for mixing. The thick paints flow lazily from can to the bowl, like syrup. I mix them, creating funny, hypnotic-looking swirl patterns that melt quickly into each other and to form a new monotone hue. Rin sets to work, every now and then asking me for a hand with something or other. Also, despite me being loud when I talk from my own mind, I do want this to be a sit back and relax series. It's a visual novel. There's not a lot of action. There's a bit of drama. There's a bit of romance to get excited over. But it's one that I want people to be able to sit back and relax on. I feel like that's what it is, because it's like a movie, only with one guy narrating the entire thing and trying to voice act. I'm not very good at it. Anyway, I'm going to yawn again. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's an attractive noise, isn't it? It's my maiden going. She wants precision down to the last milliliter before she is satisfied, but her instructions are obscure at best. Add half a splash of green. I crouch down to pick up a can of bright green. The other green. This green. I carefully pour some of the other green paint into the mixing bowl. No, it's almost a whole splash, more white. Is green a good color to add? No idea. You're the artist here. A hint of smile appears in the corners of her mouth. Do you lack an opinion? No, it's just that I have no idea. It's okay, because I just got an idea. Add more white. With an exclamation, I pour a minuscule amount of white into the bowl and mix it. It looks slightly whiter. That's not good. It has to be like the color when you wake up and you know that you saw the meaning of life in your dream but can't remember it. Oh God! Oh God! Does she smoke weed or something? Because Jesus Christ, she's really philosophical. Okay, not to say that philosophers all smoke weed. A good amount of them do. I have no doubt in my mind that a good amount of them do. But just saying, this girl's way too philosophical for her own good. I'm pretty sure she's one of those people where you have to get an acquired taste for their lingo and how they function to be able to be like, oh, I get what you're saying. Not really, but I get it. Kinda. Maybe it's yellow. Desperate. Despite the impossibility of mixing a color like the change of seasons or any other nonsense that's being imposed on me, I find myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. By the way, if I sound weird, it's just maybe because I might have a sore throat. My voice has been under a lot of stress recently, a lot of screaming, a lot of hooting and hollering. Like the video I posted about the finish my sentence challenge. Yeah, that was what. Because I don't want to date this video, but Jesus Christ. But yeah, a lot of yelling happens in my life. Seeing a painting being born on a plastered wall feels like magic. I spend the moments I have in between mixing paints, crouching down on the paving, and just looking at her work. It feels slightly intrusive at first, like breaking some imaginary intimacy, but Rin doesn't seem to mind it the least bit. Maybe it's just in my head. Her entire presence emits a completely different air as she patiently works the details, adding layers of paint on top of other layers of paint, steadily moving her foot across the wall to add new stripes. Shapes. I said stripes. When I manage to produce a passable mixture of paint, the rare smile on her face is oddly rewarding. Apart from the few words when discussing paint mixes, neither of us say a word for the longest time. And even those short discussions soon evolve into a shorthand, both of us developing both of us developing and using a weird impromptu code words for various paints and hues. As if there was some need to conserve words and breathe and sound and breath and sound. Whoops. It's nighttime. Yay! We stay there late into the evening until it becomes too dark to paint properly. Okay, we're just gonna transition right here. Okay. That's fine, that's good. There's dust on my screen and I can see it because it's dust. Gotta clean my screen. By the way, do you guys ever clean your screen? Every now and then, probably every couple of months or so, I have a weird thing in the back of my mind, maybe I should clean my screen. So I decided to do that randomly, and I'm like, oh my god, it's clean! And I actually lost the fluid that I used to clean it with because I dropped it and it disappeared. I thought I went under my desk, and then I look and it's not there, and then I freaked out a little bit, where to go. So it may be under my bed. It may be under there, and I'm just too lazy to look. Anyway, the sound of an alarm pulls me out of a fitful slumber and into this unpleasant state of wakefulness. Not wakefulness, what the hell is wakefulness? Anyway, I forgot to pull up the walkthrough again, because I need the walkthrough to know which choices I need to make. Because if I don't, I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up on Emmy's path again. Because again, the first path I did was specifically based on what I would do were I in that situation. But unfortunately, there's some things in this game that I probably would never do, and I need to in order to blah 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 do things. Thanks. Anyway, I have it now. I linger under the blankets for a few minutes, gathering energy to rise up while making excuses as for why I already haven't. Honestly, I wouldn't mind staying here for all day. School is surprisingly exhausting after a long pause, and culture shock still has not faded, I think. I know that feeling, because coming back to college, it's just it's not weird. I know what's gonna happen in college. I'm gonna get a lot of schoolwork. I'm gonna do a lot of club events and shit like that. But I don't know why, but the first couple days I was here, I was always tired. I don't know why. Maybe because of moving in freshman, I was super fatigued, and because meeting friends, I was so hopped up on adrenaline that I didn't feel anything. But and the constant workouts, I moved in freshman for 7 hours. No, I went from 7 to 1, so that's roughly 6 hours. Pushing heavy bins and helping people unpack, and then running for 3 of those days, and then a 2-hour hike on one of them, and that was just the first 5 days. So I'm guessing I may have pushed a little too hard, and that's why I was so tired the first workout vlog. Hopefully the next one will be more chipper, and I hate getting off tangents because I should be getting more content in here, right? Still, despite getting an impression that skipping class is easy here, I don't think they are going to let me get that way with that easily. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing down my neck with the talk of exercising as well. So eventually I do rise up, swallow the morning medications, and put on my old soccer clothing. Thanks to my condition, I was exempted from taking part in gym class at Yamaku, so I didn't get the issue with the gym outfit. Yeah, because this takes place in Japan, and Japanese culture is, again, this is a good thing, because this is a good thing. You get changed when you go to gym class, and I'm not sure about how it is in Japan, but in the US you have to buy it. I'm not sure how it is in Japan, so we could get it for free because the school system, I don't know. I always imagine that I always assume that school systems in other countries are better than the US, but not to say the US is bad, it's just they could be better. But yeah, And I don't know why, but like for some reason, like I'm not sure if this covers all of America because I only went to school in the U.S. I mean, in Jersey, but like everyone always complains about getting this gym clothes. And just like it's better than getting your like normal clothes sweaty. And like yeah, like people are just so lazy. Like why do I have to change? Like and typically they were girls, and like I'm just like and like now looking back on them, just like you are like adhering to a stereotype. Like just put your damn clothes on, do the work, and get over it. Like, I hate that. Like, oh, my nails are gonna chip. I don't like to feel sweaty. Like, fuck you. Just do it. Like, literally. Like, it was so bad that in my school there was a rule that your grade drop. Your like gym grade. You got a gym grade. For one, you got a gym grade, and like two, whenever you forgot clothes or just didn't get changed, your letter, you missed a whole day of class, and your entire like final grade dropped by one letter. I'm just like, that's a little harsh, but like, I guess it got so bad that people weren't getting changed. That hey. Deal with it, like unless you had a legitimate excuse. Whatever, I'm getting back to this game. I'd order some to cover such a contingency, but wearing Mural's soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. I can't use them for anything for that anymore, so maybe they can get a new life this way, a bit like me. Oh, he's nostalgic. After all, if I'm going to start taking care of myself, I can't afford to slack around. I start from the basics. Basics which include keeping the rest of my body in shape, along with what little I can do to strengthen my heart. Maybe I can go back to something approaching a normal life, or at least something where I'm less likely to fall over dead at any minute. I'm surprised to discover that I'm not the only one present at the track. That happens to me too. Like when I go to the track to run, I was inspired by this game actually to do that because like I didn't realize how heavy impact running would have on the body. But yeah, like whenever I go there, usually I'm the only one there because someone's always either leaving or someone comes in later than I do. So that's always interesting. It's always fun. But typically I don't talk to them. I wave hi, but that's it. Not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. The prosthetic-legged girl who bowled me over in the hallway yesterday is running on the track lithely, like a half-mechanical gazelle. What was her name again? It was a short one, but I can't remember. She seems to be running laps at a somewhat easy lope, prosthetic legs clacking rhythmically on the hard track surface. I wonder what reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe it's something akin to mine, and the nurse is oppressing the poor girl to jog just like he is oppressing me. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for my health and his prompting me to do so. And even with things being like they are, it's only because I wanted to get out of this the way I wanted to get it out of the way early. Same. It is actually better to exercise early in the morning. I'm so all over the place in this recording. It's better to exercise in the morning, specifically because it boosts your metabolism. But yeah, it's good because like, and trust me when I say this, if you work out early in the morning and you work out regularly, you're gonna get hungry all the time. Believe me. The fact that I would be less likely to encounter someone who would witness my pitiful attempts to get in shape was merely a happy accident. I'd leave, but it seems that my former assailant noticed me on her last lap. She waves at me cheerfully and jogs over. Good morning! Your name's Hisao, right? She grins, seemingly pleased that she remembered my name. You may not remember me. Emmy, I knocked you over in the hall yesterday? How could I forget such a blunt introduction? He likes puns, like me. Emmy has the decency to look vaguely apologetic for the moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that. Again. Well, so long as you don't make a habit of it, I suppose I'll be fine. Great! I'm not sure she realized I was joking. So the spy consultant the nurse was talking about, is that actually you? That's right! Oh. I can't do Emmy's voice for too long, it's too strenuous, and I can't do a high pitch very well. I was expecting someone from the nursing staff, to be honest. What? Are you saying I don't look like I could be a spy? No, this is more like a relief. I was afraid you would have someone to watch my every move. Unless you are here to do exactly that. No, I'm here for my own reasons. The nurse just asked me if I had seen a messy-haired transfer student who looks like he's kinda lost around the track. So why are you down here? Emmy strikes a dramatic pose. Training? For what? Track! Ah, I see. You're on the track team, then. Emmy nods enthusiastically. Yep, I'm one of the better runners, too. And modest about it, too. Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know. I think that much activity is probably out of the question for me. Nah, I'm not even sure that I really like running all that much. Plus, I'm not into organized sports, you know? It's true, I never even really got that much into soccer. I mean, I'd run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I ever played. It wasn't for the glory to be found on the field, that's for sure. Emmy seems to understand my meaning. I see, not that into the whole organization thing. Oops, Emmy voice. But now that you're here, I guess we're going. But now that you're here, I guess we're gonna go running together, huh? What? Sure, I guess. Emmy seems pleased. Are you going to warm up? Real men don't warm up. Fuck you! Warm up, bitch! Oh no, you should always warm up. Bad, Hisao! She scolds me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer. I hate warming up too. I actually make a weird facial expression whenever I use Emmy's voice. I had to squint my voice in, like I pretend to be small. She laughs suddenly. Heck, I don't even have to stretch my legs. As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down on a couple of times, giving the passing impression of standing on a pair of springs. Her leg blades seem to be quite elastic. Let's go. So we both take off around the track, and I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Emmy moves fluidly, throwing herself into a run with a sort of wild abandon. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Hands spread, right? And something about hitting on the balls of your feet rather than the heels. Really? Should I do that? Because I've been running on my heels. Oh well, I try to match my stride to Emmy's, but it's pretty difficult. Apparently I'm not very good at it. Maybe Emmy could help me with that sometime. I'm really not feeling up to more than a couple laps today, and slow to a walk pretty quickly. Emmy keeps running, and she doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skids to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my somewhat gasping demeanor. I know that feel, because I can barely run half a mile without dying. But unfortunately, because this is actually like this recording is actually fairly close to when I recorded the workout vlog. But unfortunately, because my ankle was bothering me, I couldn't go to the track and run. So I decided to go on elliptical at the gym instead. It's not as good as whatchamacallit. It's not as good as going on the track. It's not impactful, but it's better on my joints and my legs. So I'm probably gonna do that from now on. But I will go to the track every now and then if I'm feeling up to the challenge. But I am losing weight, which is a good thing. She quickly right. Finished already? I hang my head ruefully. Yeah. I'm not in very good shape right now. I'm gonna barf. Emmy nods and grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling. We know why. Well, the important thing is you started, right? Next time you just have to try to hold out longer, and then longer, and eventually you'll be great. I'll keep that in mind. But I think right now I'm going to go get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs unconcernedly. Nah, I've got plenty of time. I noticed that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug. Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Hisao. Yeah, see ya. I'm not sure whether this morning's experiment was a success or a failure, but I'll admit I do feel slightly good about getting out here this morning. You do? I don't know why, but I do feel good about going to work out. And I feel really great, and I'm going to end the video here, because I wasted too much time talking about my personal feelings about shit. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button. And of course, comment if you have like ideas about what I can do with the series, because again, I'm not sure if I should skip these intro sequences with these people. I'm not sure if I should rush through them, because it doesn't feel right to rush through them, because I know like anyone who stumbles upon my channel or this series will be like, oh look at this route, I don't know which one he did first, blah blah blah, even though the parts for this route start with 20 something, I don't remember, or like 18 or so, but like yeah, so I'm not entirely sure if I should skip the intro sequences, because people will tend to skip it, or if they've seen one path already, they'll go to another one, and it feels weird that I should skip them. But I guess if people have seen the game already, and they just want to skip to a path that I've played, I guess that's the point. Whatever. So, for now, I'll keep the intro sequences in, and the next full walkthrough of this, I will skip them. Just to save time, because like this is super long and it's unnecessary in my opinion. Like, it's nice to see the characters again, but I want to get to the meat, the part I'm excited for, the new plot, the new path that I'm going on. But again, seeing this is not bad. It's just I've seen it before. That's all. So anyway, see you guys later. Bye.